For nearly half a century, Saturday Night Live has delivered a weekly dose of political satire, shaping the way generations of Americans see their leaders. From its earliest days, the late-night institution has used humor to puncture the powerful, often distilling complicated presidencies into a handful of unforgettable catchphrases and caricatures. Who could forget Dana Carvey leaning into his portrayal of former President George H. W. Bush, repeatedly insisting that certain actions wouldn't be prudent? Or Phil Hartman's ravenous send-up of former President Bill Clinton, memorably barging into a McDonald's and devouring customers' meals while explaining policy in between bites? Those performances did more than draw laughs. They helped define public perceptions of two very different administrations. Now, as the show approaches its 50th anniversary, the spotlight has turned to its current portrayal of former President Donald Trump. Boston Globe columnist Don O'Coin says cast member James Austin Johnson may be among the most technically gifted presidential impersonators the show has ever had. Johnson's mastery of Trump's voice patterns, rhythms, and meandering rhetorical style has been widely praised. Yet O'Coin argues that the show's interpretation remains notably gentle in tone. Rather than grappling directly with the former president's polarizing rhetoric and controversial policy decisions, including recent nationwide immigration crackdowns and inflammatory comments directed at actor-director Rob Reiner, O'Coin suggests the portrayal often renders Trump as merely eccentric, a kind of dotty uncle, more silly than severe. That creative choice, O'Coin says, raises larger questions about the role of satire during fraught political moments. When the political climate feels especially tense, should comedy aim simply to entertain and provide relief? Or does it bear a greater responsibility to sharpen its edge, holding leaders accountable through pointed critique? O'Coin joins host Robin Young to explore those questions and to reflect on how previous SNL cast members have navigated the delicate balance between humor and gravity. From affectionate ribbing to biting parody, the show's history reveals a spectrum of approaches, each shaped not only by the performer's instincts, but by the cultural mood of the time. As audiences continue to look to late-night television for both laughter and perspective, the conversation underscores how satire evolves alongside the politics it seeks to lampoon. This segment airs on March 4th, 2026. Audio will be available after the broadcast.